What? Vermijden.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks. Now, let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, we've got Doncic. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's James in at the 2. Basket counts. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Jokic with the bucket.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Just 2 to shoot. A baseline J. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
In the mid-range, Murray can really make it happen now. He's just that versatile a scorer.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this court.
Pass to Brown. Now Jokic. For 3, Murray. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Doncic finds Vanderbilt. No good on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Hayes with the screen for Doncic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Hayes throws it down.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
Now, here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Brown's shot is off. The Lakers in the lead. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
On defense, the Nuggets, after Luka Doncic's bucket, Hayes. From outside, off the mark. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now here's Murray. Pass to Brown. Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Here's Murray. Can't get it to fall.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
LeBron against Gordon. Now here's Hayes. He tries for 3. And again, the Lakers no good. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Brown, the pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Guarded by Doncic. Driving the lane. Now, here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Murray for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Jackson Hayes. Luka Doncic out there with James. Then there's Jarrett Vanderbilt. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Finney Smith locked and loaded from the corner, ready to fire on contact.
We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously a tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
Now here's Murray. After Luka Doncic's miss. Murray, no good. Now Vanderbilt. Nothing on the board. Here's LeBron. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Here's Brown. Jokic high post. Over Hayes. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jokic has got 6 points.
You know, since his rookie year, Jokic's confidence has really grown. I mean, he's gotten extremely comfortable with his jump shot now.
James in the post. No good with the layup. The Nuggets trail by 7. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Pass to Brown. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Over Finney-Smith. That misses off the backboard. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Vanderbilt finds Doncic. And a wide open look for James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Jokic, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. Throws it up high, and Hayes throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now here's Murray. There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. To the right side. On the wing, Gordon. Covered by Hayes. It's good. Great, we know about the Euro step, but is the D-cell the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind. It's fun to watch.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
The Nuggets trail by 12. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Denver passing it around. For 3, Murray. Misses for the 5th time this game. Marking at 1 for 6. LeBron finishing the fast break.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by James. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Brown. From deep, Jokic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Charge is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. It's Najee in at the 5 down low. Reeves against Westbrook. Reeves outside. Len sets a screen for Reeves. And it's Hachi Murray in the corner. Shot clock at 3. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
When it's all said and done, Jokic, Craig, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Westbrook passes to Najee. Lakers with the rebound. Reeves with it. Kleba with a screen on Westbrook. Reeves into the lane. It's blocked.
I like watching Saric make his presence felt with blocks like these.
And he drives in. Westbrook, no good. Los Angeles leading by 17. Here's James. It's blocked. Porter against Hachimura. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And, you know, when you foul Porter Jr., you better foul him like you mean it. Or it'll be an and one, just like it was there.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now, here's Westbrook. Oh, Porter in position. And he converts the layup. Porter's got 5 now.
Porter Jr. showing off the versatility, setting the screen that time before rolling for the hoop.
Kleba finds Reeves. Misses the three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Strother. Westbrook a screen on James. The offensive rebound. Here's Strother. And here's Westbrook. He's defended by Reeves. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Reeves can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 15. Outside Westbrook. Here's the three. Westbrook missing again.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
So here's Westbrook after the basket by Los Angeles. Here he goes, and it's denied. Outside, James. Reeves outside. There's the three. Drills it from outside. Reeves has got his second basket of the game.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
The kick out to Porter. Back to Westbrook. Pocket 6. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
You know, Westbrook able to score from anywhere. Just is so assertive and confident in what he can do out there.
Len with a screen on Westbrook. Stolen by Westbrook. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. He takes it in. Pass to Len. And here is Kleba. Off target from outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the court.
Len with it. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Reeves. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to James. The Lakers moving the ball around. The tray. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Los Angeles And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. James is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Hachimura in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Sharch. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Sharch has got his first bucket in this one.
Sharch knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
Len sets a screen for Reeves. James a screen on Westbrook. Out to the right wing. The shot by Len. Wide open. Offline with his 3. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Lakers lead by 14. Hachimura down low. Porter's there. And here we go. Sharch, the fast break chance. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. Now, here's Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Over Vanderbilt. The Nuggets with another miss.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
From the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Vanderbilt's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
Pass to Hayes. Here's Doncic. With the fadeaway. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Doncic giving you the full package. Superstar for sure.
Now, here's Jokic. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Jokic with the screen on LeBron. Murray dishes to Watson. Back to Murray. The second chance effort. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Now here's James. Vanderbilt the pass to Hayes. Going inside. He's off on that one. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Pass to Jokic. Down Nikola Jokic.
Boy, one of the very best big men at handling the ball. Jokic's moves and creativity really set him apart as a big guy.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Lakers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
James, no good. The Nuggets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Doncic outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Now here's Murray. Jokic a screen. Here's Brown. Rips it home after the terrific move. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
They grab their own miss. And here's James outside. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
LeBron James.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David.
Greetings from 2. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Again is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And for Los Angeles, Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Hayes. And it's James in at the shooting guard position. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Graham. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here are the Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. And we're about a minute into the first. Edwards against Doncic. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Minnesota on D. Vanderbilt, a screen on McDaniels. And there's James from the arc. He drops it from range.
Getting that little bit of help. James calls for the pick and roll, shake up the defense, and find himself a quality look.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And here's Doncic outside. Vanderbilt, the pass to James. And here's Doncic. James, a screen on DiVincenzo. James with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Shot clock at 3. Over McDaniels. And James gets it to go. James has got 5.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Hayes with a screen on McDaniels. James finds Doncic. Three-pointer on target from range.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Shot to stop the run. James with the rebound.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Vanderbilt, the pass to Doncic. Over Edwards. To the wing on the left. James outside. And finished off by Hayes.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. DiVincenzo with it. Hayes picks him up. For 3. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And you know he's tough on the glass. Easy money there for Gobert.
Doncic against Edwards. Doncic deciding where to go with it. .125 left in the first quarter. Hayes for 3. Gets another look. Out to James. They shoot again. Pass to Hayes. He shoots a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now McDaniels. Here's Randall. Here's DiVincenzo. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Gobert with a screen on James. Goes up from the block. McDaniels, that's good. McDaniels got 5 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach. Oh, wow! Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Everybody in the building was waiting for it.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Gobert with a screen on Doncic. Doncic against Edwards. Kept alive by Minnesota. Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
To end the run. And Doncic hammers it home.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Here's Edwards. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Shooting for Minnesota, DiVincenzo at the line for 2.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Your Lakers, make some noise.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. Up top, Edwards. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Vanderbilt against Edwards. Second chance shot. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randle on the screen. Let's go with a 3. And DiVincenzo hits from deep. DiVincenzo's gotten 4 this quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. The kick out to Edwards. With the teardrop. Oh, the tower with the power move.
Nice play by Gobert. Taking it up strong and daring people to stop him.
Here's Doncic into the lane. Outside Vanderbilt. There's James on the wing. Hayes with a screen on McDaniels. To the paint. And he banks in the layup. Hayes has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Edwards looking it over. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Doncic against Edwards. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Out to James. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels with some nice D. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Here's Vanderbilt. Outside Finney-Smith. Vanderbilt inside. Randle's there. Vanderbilt with a screen. Here's James. And there's another one for the Lakers.
You gotta appreciate LeBron's shot selection. He looks to take high percentage shots whenever he can.
Ooh, poked away. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's LeBron. And he goes right over Rudy Gobert. Slams it down. Already 7 lead changes. These teams are really going after each other.
It's been a brutal game to play, but a fun one to watch.
Edwards against James. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Back to Doncic. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Puts it up. Randall, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
They've got Alex Len. Rui Hachimura is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Gabe Vincent, and it's Goodwin in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5. Austin Reeves is checked in for Vincent. Right side Reeves. Pass to Lynn. Oh, tries a 3. Knocks down the long J. Lynn's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Alexander Walker with it. Here's Mina. Fires for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Here's Alexander Walker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Rui Hachimura.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. To the left side wing. Here's Lynn. It's deflected. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball.
Minnesota ball.
The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's Alexander Walker. Knocks it down from distance. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
Proving once again, he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Deflects the pass. Here's Kleber. Miller pulls it in.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Kleber with a screen. Here's Goodwin. No points so far. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. And it's Alexander Walker penetrating. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead. Here's Reeves. And miss after miss right now.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Clock at 6. Pass to Reed. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Minot.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Miller. Outside, Alexander Walker. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. There's 1:47 left in the third. Reeves with the ball. Now Alexander Walker defending. Outside Reeves. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota leading by 11. Here's Shannon. He's checked by Kleber. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Second team.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Terrence Shannon.
And so he makes both from the line. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And here's Reeves. Stop the drought. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Reeves has got 5.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Got it. Good job in the low post. Alexander Walker's got 12 now in this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Hachimura in the post. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. The Timberwolves lead by 12. Now here's DiVincenzo. Give him 8. Edwards a screen on Doncic. Doncic against DiVincenzo. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Los Angeles has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Doncic against Edwards. Nice finish from Luka. Here's DiVincenzo. Right side Edwards. And here's Gobert from the arc. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Minnesota earning this break in the action. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Doncic outside. Offline with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
DiVincenzo with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Randall can't hit. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's DiVincenzo, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 10. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And Luka cashes in from long distance.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
DiVincenzo against Doncic. DiVincenzo can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Edwards against James. Inside. And Vanderbilt gets it to go on the assist by James.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
James against Edwards. Tries to break his ice. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Doncic against Edwards. Kenny Smith, a screen. Pass to Hayes. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Down low. The kick out to Edwards. The 3. Oh! Edwards showcasing the range.
And how about the deep ball right there? Edwards looking comfortable for way outside the arc.
From deep, here's Doncic. Drills it from deep. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Gobert with a screen on James. Edwards. That one drops for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his 3 is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long with that shot. It makes no sense.
Outside Edwards. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. From deep, here's Doncic. And they go to the intentional foul. And Minnesota with some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert. And it's Alexander Walker in for DiVincenzo. Here's James. From the inbound. McDaniels with some nice D.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Here's Randall, and it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, Randall's so powerful on the take. Really tough for a defender to get in front.
Doncic against Edwards. It's James on the wing. Here's the 3. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
I'm sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by LeBron.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Hayes for 3. Reed with the rebound. Here's McDaniels. Good.
Jaden McDaniels.
So it's Minnesota picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices.
know these teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. And this figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. Pass to Jokic. Shoots the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
DiVincenzo against Murray. It's Edwards on the wing. Lets it fly. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, in pick and roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Jokic. 6 to shoot. Fires the three. Connects from three-point range.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the three-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking.
What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
A nice shot by Brown.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well. How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Murray outside. To the middle. It's stolen by Gobert. Randle left side. To the paint. It's stolen by Watson. Murray down low. Working on McDaniels. Murray, no good. Gobert, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. There's the pick. Pass to Brown. Murray with it. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. And here's Jokic outside. Murray kicks to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Another shot. No good that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Randle from outside. Denver grabs the miss. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Whoa, that'll wake you up. He is such a great athlete. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. 1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Gobert, the screen. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
Jokic a screen. Brown the pass to Jokic. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. No dice from the high post.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Randle from outside. It's hauled in by Watson. And so it's Watson who will bring it up for Denver. Trailing by 4. And Jokic throws it down.
Incoming, it's Joker time as Jokic shaking the arena with that slam.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And the three off target. Murray outside. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for Denver.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
It's all tied in Denver. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They have done a tremendous job of drawing contact and putting officials in a place where they simply have to make the call.
The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. McDaniels against Murray. Driving to the basket. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Murray down low. McDaniels defending. Second chance shot off the left rim and out.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
Good on the second free throw. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. And as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Jokic passes to Brown. Fires for 3. And it's Jokic missing. The Timberwolves trail. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Murray against McDaniel. Murray kicks to Gordon. Pass to Brown. Jokic a screen. Back to Gordon. Drives to the hoop. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Wow, incredibly quick feet of Aaron Gordon. This guy excels at seeing lanes to the rim and taking advantage.
Outside Edwards. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Jokic with the screen on McDaniels. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
That's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
And it's Gordon missing for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. DiVincenzo with it, guarded by Murray. Edwards looking it over. Wrong move inside by Edwards.
Man, that's strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
1:52 left in the first half of the game. Brown, the pass to Jokic. And again, Denver, no good.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Right now, I've sent it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Timberwolves leading by 4. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy. Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Minot. There's the try. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Sharch with the screen for Westbrook. For the three. The shot by Sharch. No good. Here's Shannon. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more in 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Drum roll, please. They're thinking about a shot.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Naz Reid out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the small forward. Westbrook surveying the D. A three-pointer is right on target. Westbrook's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nuggets.
Well, Russell Westbrook wants to keep the defense honest, so he'll make just enough three-point shots to do exactly that.
Here's Alexander Walker. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 5. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Sharch. Over Miller. The shot by Sharch, no good.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Miller finds Alexander Walker. Picked by Reid. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And when you look at Alexander Walker, Doris, so consistent from year to year.
This is a young man who knows his role, finds ways to help the team within the context of what the stars are doing. And those are exactly the kind of role players you need in order to have have a quality basketball team.
Alexander Walker passes to Shannon. The shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Right side, Westbrook takes it inside and finished off by Westbrook.
You cannot give Russell Westbrook a lane to the basket. This guy will slam it in your face quicker than you could say boo.
Out to Miller, puts one up from 19, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Assist goes to
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Nuggets. 7-point differential. Lets it go from deep. To the left wing. And he gets it to go. Westbrook's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, this is Russell Westbrook's comfort zone, right? Good size at the guard position, excellent vertical. It's easy for him in there.
Here's Alexander Walker. Nice D from Porter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Well, Russ making the great read. Outstanding work, understanding the floor and finding his open teammate.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Miller. Here's Alexander Walker. Picked by Reed. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Minnesota. Outside Westbrook. 1:19 left to play in the third. And a wide open look for Porter. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Alexander Walker up top. He's got 8. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Outside Westbrook. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Westbrook's got 12 now in this quarter.
Russell Westbrook having one of those nights. This is one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
He's perfect from the line this time. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Good. Gobert's got 10.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots, easy money for Rudy.
The Nuggets trail by 5. And here's Jokic. 9 points in the game so far. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Timberwolves. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
That is big-time strength from Anthony Edwards. He's got the perfect basketball frame.
You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert is going to be terrific on the glass.
McDaniels against Murray. Jokic with the screen on McDaniel. Murray, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Takes a 3. Edwards cashing in from outside.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. DiVincenzo against Murray. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Over the course of his career, Rudy Gobert has become so much better finishing inside.
On the wing, Murray. McDaniels defending. Murray the pass to Brown. Fast break, Minnesota. And finished off by McDaniels.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Murray finds Jokic. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Shoots it up. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Gordon against Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 9 points here in the second half. There's 1:54 left in the game. Jokic with it. Shoots a fader. And again, Denver no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Down low, here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
It's stolen by Gobert. Outside Edwards. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Timberwolves.
And those advanced numbers, Doris, they show Rudy Gobert is historically great.
Kevin, I love that you are an analytics lover, but for me, it's about the eye test. Rudy Gobert has won the Defensive Player of the Year on more than one occasion. He's played on winning teams, and he's been an integral part of their success. He is one of the all-time great defenders we've seen.
Outside for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. Hits the jumper in space.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
Gobert the screen. Outside Edwards. Offline. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony.
Well, Graham. What should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
And now the Los Angeles starters. They've got Luka Doncic. Rui Hachimura is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Jackson Hayes, and it's James in at the shooting guard position. Watson passes to Murray. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal.
That one on Doncic.
And the intensity Murray plays with is impressive. Excellent work forcing the issue in drawing the contact.
And Murray drops them both. Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Now here's Hayes. Murray brings the double. Here's Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 2. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Watson. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Doncic passes to Hayes. Now here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded closely. Jacks up a 3. And Los Angeles another 3. And so Murray will bring it up for the Nuggets. 4-point game. Jokic against Hayes. Gordon outside. Shot clock at 6. And Gordon with the big finish.
Oh, an explosive finisher. Gordon is also skilled at staying in control and finishing through contact.
Now, here is James. Hayes with a screen. Kicks it to Doncic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
Here's Brown, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Jokic. And he gets that one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
It's stolen by Doncic. James, right side. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate. Close to the bucket, in the high percentage area.
Jokic with a screen on James. Pass to Jokic. Lets the three fly. James with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 4. Doncic outside. Back to James. Hayes with a screen on Gordon. And there's the lob. And finished off by Hayes.
Not even fair. I mean, just shredding the D to pieces. Guarding James in pick and rolls is almost impossible given his basketball IQ.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team.
And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Doncic against Murray. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Jokic. Watson passes to Jokic. Here's James. Kicks it to Doncic. The three is up. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Jokic with it. Now Doncic defending. Brown passes to Jokic. And that one's good. Jokic has got 6.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. For 3, James buries it from 3. 5 points in the game.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Brown. He's scoreless. And he jams it home with authority.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
It could go. And that's not going to go. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers ahead. They lead by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Lakers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second.
Using that change of pace off the dribble, Doncic gets the shots he wants.
And so Jokic will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 6. And coach and 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him.
Hayes for 3. Brown grabs the board. And here's Denver. 4-point game. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Jokic passes to Murray. Here's Brown. They kick it out to Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Connects from downtown. Murray's got 5.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Denver, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. To the inside, and out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Pass to James. LeBron! LeBron fires and hits a three.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Now here's Jokic. Quarter two and about 2 minutes in. Murray finds some space, and that one off the back of the rim and in. He has 7.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Hayes for 3. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Hayes with a screen. It's James on the wing. Defended by Watson. Misses the 3. The Nuggets have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Jokic with a screen on James. Watson passes to Murray. And Stan, they always say for a player, confidence is such a big part of it. How can a coach instill that in a player?
Well, as your coach, I think your job is to create a system that the players believe in and they believe they can have success in. The rest of it has to come from inside of the players. They have to believe in themselves.
James, that's good.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Back to Jokic. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now the Lakers moving it up. And finished off by Hayes.
All eyes on Luka. The defense forgot about his teammates.
Nuggets trail by 7. 1:10 left in the second. Outside Murray. Gordon on the wing. Jokic against Hayes. Gordon with a screen on Hayes. Jokic. Over to the left wing. The 3 is up. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 5.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
James deciding where to go with it. From downtown, and the Lakers hit again from deep.
3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Both free throws good from James. Nuggets trail by 7. Now here's Westbrook. Good if it goes. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, they've got Alex Len. James is out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Maxi Kleba, and it's Vanderbilt in at the 3. And slam dunk by James.
Yeah, this is something Bronny's working on, breaking down the defense off the dribble.
Nuggets trail by 7.
Los Angeles foul.
Reeves is checked in for Vincent.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Lakers substitution.
Here's Westbrook.
Number 15.
Inside. Here's Najee. Tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
Nuggets ball.
The Lakers on D. Pass to Strother. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Najee. Saric outside. Najee in the post. Lynn's there. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's Westbrook. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Austin Reeves picks one up.
Yeah, and the intensity Russ plays with is exceptional. When he goes hard inside, it forces the D to act.
Second free throw, no good. Stan, you've coached so many rookies over the years. What are some key things you like to see from a player coming into the league?
Well, look, you've got to have the guy, Brian, that's ready to compete at that level and has to bring that every night. From there, it's just all about learning. There's going to be mistakes, but you want guys who can learn and improve at a consistent rate.
Is it true that defense is the fastest way into the coach's heart?
Well, it's certainly a way to gain confidence, that's for sure.
Oh, great D that time from Kleba.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Kleba, screen on Westbrook. Outside Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Denver grabs the miss.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got...
Oh, he passed it down!
That is incredible.
An explosive talent. When Westbrook gets room to take flight, he goes for it.
Vanderbilt finds Reeves. Vanderbilt, a screen on Westbrook. From deep, Reeves. And the three-pointer goes. Reeves has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Nuggets trail by 7. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Outside Porter. Over Vanderbilt. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
They set the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Back to Reeves. Kleba, screen on Westbrook. Porter against Vanderbilt. It's hauled in by Saric. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And the shot goes down. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead.
And this is how you execute through contact. Porter Jr. outworking the defense in style.
From deep, Reeves. It's hauled in by Saric. Denver's got 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Strother. There's 1:12 left in the third quarter of the game. Saric finds Westbrook. Goes up with the strike. The shot by Najee, no good.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
There's a screen by Lynn. Here's Reeves outside. Second chance effort. Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Reeves. Vanderbilt, a screen on Porter. The shot by Reeves, no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook against Reeves. Vanderbilt with the block. For three, James. And he can't get that one. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Lakers on top, leading by 3. And when we return... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what the Nuggets coach was going over with his team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the small forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Jokic with it. Hayes picks him up. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Hayes. And James launches it from deep. Rebounded by Denver. Murray deciding where to go with it. No good on the 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. James against Murray. James passes to Hayes. Back to James. Hayes with a screen on Murray. For 3, James. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in the game. Down low. Out to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Yeah, no doubt about it. LeBron is in attack mode tonight. He's looking to score every time he touches the ball.
Jokic with it. Hayes picks him up. Murray passes to Jokic. Murray, a screen on Hayes. To win the drought. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. Doncic against Gordon. Back to James. There's a screen. Takes a 3. Again, the miss by James. Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Brown. Back to Jokic. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From the arc. Oh, what range from the big man, Jokic.
I mean, with his three-point shooting, Jokic is able to draw opposing bigs out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes for him and his teammates.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Oh, they get a hand on it. For Denver, they've got only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. It's stolen by Doncic. James outside. Oh, it's stolen. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Jokic. To the paint. Here's Murray. Oh, and there's the whistle. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
At the line for your Nuggets, Jamal Murray. taking 2 shots. The play is under review on the NBA results. 2 minutes are allowed to review.
Still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Here's Brown. He's defended by Hayes. Clock at 6. Pass to Brown. 4-3. The Nuggets with another miss.
And this is exactly who you want.
Oh! Highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
The ball's knocked loose. James with a steal.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Lakers.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for LeBron James.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
And finished off by Hayes.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And it's Jokic missing. James outside.
LeBron James.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here.
That's the end of the game.
Boy, all right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. Thank you. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan.
It's time for and now the Lakers starting group. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's James. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Doncic. James a screen on Edwards. The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket, all Doncic needs is a sliver.
DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Over James. And Gobert throws it down.
The 7-footer plus Rudy Gobert goes up and makes it hurt coming down.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About a minute played so far here in the first. James kicks to Hayes. Drills the three-pointer.
Knowing exactly where his guys are at all times. That's a nice dime from the king.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can time his passes perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Edwards against Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Doncic against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The 3. And it's Doncic missing. Timberwolves have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Good on the triple.
Look at that from Edwards. Way out there.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts, and that's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. We're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David. And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
Now, here's James. Over in the corner, Doncic. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's James outside. They get the rebound. Tries to save it. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's James. From deep. And he's good on the three ball.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. Inside. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Hachimura. 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. From downtown. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seem like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive line.
Now here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here is Edwards after Luka Doncic's bucket. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Gobert with a screen on James. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first for Minnesota. Here's LeBron. Pass to Hayes. Trying his luck from deep. That shot no good. The shot will not fall. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Lakers on top, up by 3. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Doncic. Jackson Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's LeBron James. And it's Hachimura in at the 3. Here's LeBron. And the dunk by LeBron.
As soon as he got the ball, LeBron was full steam ahead.
There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive player of the year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Gobert with the block. Randle outside. Lets the 3 fly. Hachimura grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's LeBron.
Not many ways to avoid Gobert when he's on you. I mean, that's what makes him so tough. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. McDaniels, a screen on James. Here's Edwards. Oh, that was a strong toe.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
And they double up Doncic. And a wide-open look for Hachimura. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Well, you know, that last three got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
Now here's Hachimura. He's got 6. Here's Doncic. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Edwards against James. Edwards looking it over. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 6. LeBron right to the finish.
Boy, there's nothing quite like LeBron on the fast break. That combination of size, strength, and speed makes him electric.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Hachimura grabs the miss. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
Doncic with the steal. Hachimura with it. Out defended by Randall. Hachimura the pass to LeBron. Back to Hachimura.
Big time.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Oh, LeBron's just too strong inside.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. That one's off, still out of sync.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's Los Angeles out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. Back right after this.
Get ready for the big half-court shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Reed. Miller is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Minot in at the small forward position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. For 3. A shot by Alexander-Walker, no good. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Pass to Connect. And the call will be against Dalton Connect. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Shannon. He's defended by Reeves. Shot's good by Shannon. Shannon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he dunks it down.
And then cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Reeves the pass to Vanderbilt. Back to Reeves. Alexander Walker with the ball. Defended by Reeves. Shannon, no good. Lakers leading by 14. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity. For Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. Guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be on to something, David. Thank you. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance.
Reeves outside. From deep three-point land. From outside the arc. And the three ball is good. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. Vanderbilt finds Reeves, and he uses the glass on the layup. Reeves has got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Alexander Walker. Three-pointer. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Reeves outside. To the paint. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
And Reeves drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
55 seconds left in the third. Jacks up a three. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Pass to Reed, stolen by Len. From deep, Reeves. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. Reed gets the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Pass to Len. Now Vanderbilt. Reeves with it. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a side. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got Maxi Kleber. Connect out there with Austin Reed. Then there's Len, and it's Vanderbilt in at the small forward. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Connect. Here's Reeves, defended by Alexander Walker. Hands it from downtown. Connects, got his first 3 points of the game. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Here's Vanderbilt. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. And the Lakers lead by 19. Here's Alexander Walker. Sinks the triple. Alexander Walker's got 10 points here in the second half.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
The shot by Kleber, wide open. And another three for the Lakers.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And here's Edwards from the arc. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Randall passes to Edwards. Randall a screen on LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. And Edwards slams it in.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Lakers leading by 17. Here's Doncic into the lane. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Free throw good, Edwards.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. Randall with a screen for Edwards. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's LeBron. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Edwards with it. Working on Finney Smith. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. There's the triple. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Doncic dishes to LeBron. Driving inside.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him. But, again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And they double up James. Hayes the pass to Finney Smith. Back to Hayes. Second shot opportunity. Edwards against Doncic. Off target with his three. Timberwolves trail by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
And here's Doncic from the arc. James against Randall. Spins. LeBron kicks to Doncic. Down low. Finney Smith finds Doncic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Lakers lead by 15. DiVincenzo passes to Randall. Now Edwards. And here is DiVincenzo. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is
Up in store tonight, Doris. Two conference rivals set to clash once again.
And BA, there's typically a little bit of chippiness because it is clear these two teams don't like each other, and you and I are here for all of it.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Here's Edwards. Denver getting their last shot to go to the middle. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Tries again. And the layup is up and in.
Well, there's height and reach to the advantage of Rudy Gobert. Just gets up and over the top of guys.
Murray passes to Brown. Randall against Gordon to the wing, right side. Murray inside. From deep, Jokic knocks down the triple.
I mean, with his three-point shooting, Jokic is able to draw opposing bigs out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes for him and his teammates.
Now here's Edwards, down low. Out to DiVincenzo. Now here's Edwards. He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards, picked by Gobert. Outside Edwards, fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Murray, and it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards for 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Denver leading by 3. Allie LaForce had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. Allie, what do you have to say?
And I asked him about their matchup against the multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. He told me, quote, Jokic is going to find a way to impact the game. We just need to make it tough on him. We have to bring the physicality and be cognizant of other guys cutting to the rim. We'll see how their defense holds up, BA.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. And Gordon with the big finish.
Aaron Gordon showing he can jump out of the gym. How about that alley-oop?
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. No good, off the front rim. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Denver Nuggets. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Gobert with a screen on Murray. And he lobs it up to the rim. Watson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Oh, deflected. Now Jokic. Murray passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
McDaniels passes to Randall. Minnesota again missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Murray finds Jokic. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Pass to Gobert to end the drought. And that one drops. Gobert's got his second basket.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Murray passes to Jokic, and it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Edwards. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Denver. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the court for the Nuggets. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Reed. The kick out to Edwards. Randall on the screen. Shot clock at 6. Got a hand on it.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
Here's Murray. And another basket for Denver.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
And he can't bank that one in. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards with it. Checked by Murray. Outside McDaniels. Stolen by Jokic. Brown passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience. Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
Murray passes to Jokic. They kick it out to Murray. To the left wing. 5 on the clock. Here's Jokic. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Jokic has got 7 points.
And Jokic doesn't get a lot of lift on his shot, but he doesn't need it. I mean, he is money in the mid-range.
Of course, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
Here's Brown. Jokic the screen. Brown passes to Jokic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Reed. Edwards, a pass to Reed. Excellent defense there from Watson.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And here's Murray. He's got 6. It's Jokic, high post. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And Minnesota with possession here. Trailing by 10. Randall can't hit. Outside Watson. Jokic against Reed. Gordon with a screen on Reed. Jokic with it. He's got 9. The Nuggets need to get one up. 3 on the clock. They get the rebound. The second effort. Goes up again. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
And Jokic has a number of moves to choose from, especially deep inside.
Edwards looking for an opening. Launches it. He's got it. That makes him 2 for 8. Hopefully he can get it going now.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Edwards. Defended by Watson. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Murray. Tipped. Randall with a steal.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Murray from outside. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 9 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break up 12. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Rudy Gobert is out there with Miller, and it's Minot in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Now here's Westbrook to the paint. Here's Najee. Saric outside. Second shot opportunity, and that's good for 2. Saric has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you can tell Dario Saric's teammates want him to take these kinds of shots. When he plays with confidence, look out.
To the inside. And it's Gobert in the comfort zone.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Westbrook taking his time here. 6 to shoot. Pass to Najee. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 12. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. It's stolen. It's Najee, high post. No made baskets yet. Count that bucket.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Outside, Alexander Walker sends it home from three-point land.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him at all times, or he will bury you.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure. Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
There's the drive. Pass to Gobert. Back to Alexander Walker. Gobert with it. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. Gobert's got 8.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Westbrook into the lane. Of course, think about Russell Westbrook's career. And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to...
At the line for the Nuggets, Westbrook. 2 shots.
We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers, the guys who want to be held accountable, make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
Picked by Gobert. Launches a 3. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Lets a floater go. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Charic outside. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to the wing. Inside. Banked it in off the glass. Alexander Walker's got 11.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Now here's Westbrook. This one for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Shot and game clock separated by 5. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
It's Najee, high post. Westbrook right side. Minot pulls it in. Now Alexander Walker to the inside. Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
He knocks it down. Wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And not so fast.
The previous play is under review.
Check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real...
It's the 4th quarter.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Timberwolves trail by 4. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Watson in at the 3 slot. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. Rebounded by Denver. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Murray with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Brown passes to Gordon. Here's Brown. Jokic with a screen on McDaniels. Here's Brown. Shot clock at 5. And it's Watson missing. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A slam dunk by Reed.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And here's Jokic outside. Oh, the Joker with a bomb.
An efficient shooter like Jokic will always find points. All he needs is the ball.
DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Pass to Jokic. Gordon with a screen on Reed. And it's Jokic off the drive. Oh, freight train coming. Jokic on the take.
There is a little speed from Jokic on that drive. I mean, you don't expect him to put it on the floor and just go.
Driving to the basket. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Peyton Watson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Man, that's strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Here's DiVincenzo. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And he drives in. Brown passes to Jokic. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. They grab their own miss.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Ooh, stolen by Murray.
Moving the ball is certainly important, but forcing passes like that is simply bad basketball. Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Here's Alexander Walker. Outside McDaniels. On the wing, Alexander Walker, defended by Murray. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge, asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. It was smart. smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still heaved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. He asked his team to take in the moment, saying, this is what it's all about, guys. This is why we work so hard and why we love this game. Embrace it. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Good on the first. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
Down low. Here's Jokic. Gordon, the pass to Murray. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Watson. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Randall. Money.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And here's Jokic. To the middle. Three-pointer. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Such a clever player. Jokic is adept at using his body to get these shooting fouls.
And the second free throw drops. And it's a 3-point game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
Reed sets a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Gordon with a screen on Reed. Here's Jokic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Nas Reed.
That's a big man down there. I mean, when Jokic gets ideal positioning inside, he uses his size to draw contact.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Reed. Yes!
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
The Nuggets want a timeout. Murray inside. And here's Jokic outside. Ooh, no good there. Potential game winner was off the mark. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Here we go. And here's Alexander Walker pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Watson in at the small forward position.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
Jokic with it. Clock at 6. Over Reed. And the basket by Jokic. Jokic has got 22.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. McDaniels from long range. Rebounded by Denver. A minute into overtime of what's been a great one so far. Gordon outside. Driving in. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. McDaniels passes to Reed. Reed to screen on Murray. McDaniels with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Reed in the post. He's against Murray. Reed, good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
The teardrop. Jokic, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field as OT gets going. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
And as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Boy, drawing the defense's attention. Edwards pays it forward. Nice work on the pass.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Jokic up top. Reed defending. They kick it out to Murray. Lets it go from deep. Reed with the rebound. And the Timberwolves with possession. Randall outside. Back to Reed. It's McDaniels on the wing. They get it back. From behind the arc. Nails it from 3. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
They've been a different squad here in overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy level.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. It was touch and go there for a while, but it over. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce.